Hello everybody, Tommyruin here, and today I'm going to be showing you a build which I've been using when I've been leveling up on the Underhole server on Project Ascension. This build can be done in two ways, and I'm going to be leaving a link in the description to the build list, and it will explain the two different ways that you can build this. But basically it is a build that relies upon bleed damage and uses bleeds as its main form of attack. The first option is using dual wield, and this does change how you will build the character slightly. You'll put some points into increasing your offhand damage, which will make a massive difference when you are using the build. This build can be done from level 20, but it changes slightly when you hit level 30, as you can then pick up Hemorrhage, which is another bleed ability. But from level 20 your main attacks will be Sinister Strike, Rend and Overpower, and you can also use Cleave if you want to. At level 25 you can pick up an ability called Taste for Blood, which to be honest is very good. It means that when your Rend does damage over time you get a free Overpower, and Overpower can be buffed up quite nicely so that it does very meaty crits. You can get an extra 50% crit chance as well as an extra 20% crit chance from other warrior talents. So you can get some very nice damage from Overpower as well as nice bleed damage and melee damage. You also have Rupture from the Assassination Rogue tree, and this will be what you use to spend your combo points, and this is another bleed damage ability, and you'll be buffing this using rogue talents. This build really is a mix between Fury, Arms and Rogue abilities, as they are the main classes that utilise bleed damage in their builds. Sadly we can't get any Feral Druid stuff in there, but that would be very cool. You also use the Judgment of Light spell to give you some extra healing when you're leveling up, and this spell just means that you have less downtime and it also hits quite hard, so it's quite a good ability to take, and it means that you'll be able to mow through mobs a lot quicker as you'll have less downtime due to the healing you get through the Judgment. But like I said, a full list of abilities and talents are in the description. If you're going to build this using a two-hander, then when you get to the higher levels you'll be picking up Flurry from the Enhancement Shaman tree, so that you get faster attacks with your two-handed weapon. Flurry is a really nice ability and I use it in quite a lot of melee builds as it just does some very nice damage, so Flurry is a good one to take for the two-hander build. But for the dual wield build I took dual wield specialization instead, as 50% extra damage from your offhand weapon is rather nice as well. This build also utilises the Reckoning talent, which is one of my favourite melee levelling talents. It just means you get extra hits on when you are getting attacked by mobs. Sadly it's not usable at end game unless you are a tank, because you're not supposed to be taking damage really, but it's a nice ability for levelling and makes things a hell of a lot quicker. I've built this build up to level 40, as that's as far as I've got with it. I haven't had a chance to test it on end game characters sadly, as I don't have any geared up. Hopefully I can get some of that done soon, but I know that it works up to level 40 very well. You have no problem taking on up to 2 or 3 mobs at a time. It's not meant for large pulls, it's meant for single target and some light cleave, but it's quite a nice sustained build, especially at level 40 when you pick up Bloodthirst. You'll hardly lose any health when you're in combat, so that's pretty good. But yeah, I'd love to know if you guys want to check this out. Give me any ideas about what builds you'd like to see in the future. But that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all very soon.